Let the new era begin. The era of the ECW.
Oh my God! This is Extreme. Greetings and welcome to This is Extreme. This is just a brief, short episode purely put out there to remind you all that today, as of the day of this release, April 13th, 2022, ECW's first pay-per-view, Barely Legal, is 25 years old. Isn't that amazing to think? 25 years old. This was a great show for so many reasons, but for me, it's so nostalgic. I remember I watched this show, right? I watched it in my area. I had had already discovered hardcore TV by this time and was watching it rather frequently. I was so deep into wrestling at this time that I was watching anything and everything. And when I stumbled across ECW, it was phenomenal. And I got Barely Legal. Now, to be fair, at that time, we had one of the big Mongo satellite dishes with the box that we got everything, right? So hopefully there was the statutes of limitations as ran out on that. But I watched Barely Legal, and man, it was a great show, right? I mean, just the energy, who could forget it, right? I mean, the energy of Terry Funk in that triple threat main event, or three-way main event, winning the ECW title, being covered in blood, right? With Tommy Dreamer out there with him to celebrate, was phenomenal. Finally the showdown between Sabu and Taz after so long building it, so long them not touching, and here it was, that match. I mean, there were so many great things on this show. It was so entertaining, so fun, so different for the time, such a breath of fresh air. After all this time now, looking back and realizing how they pulled it off with, some smoke and mirrors and and hanging on by a thread with not having the budget for, whatever you want to say. The fact that the mic wasn't working when they started to go on air and they had to switch it up real quick, and the fact that the generators went out just moments after they went off air. The tale of Paulie dangerously giving Paul Heyman giving the speech post show to just those in attendance, just hushing the crowd and the wrestlers and talking to them directly with no mic or anything. The fact that the boys come in and say, "Hey, this place is cleaned up. There's a fresh coat of paint and whatever else." All these things that is so cool to think of back. And like I said, talking to the Extreme Gamer, man, these are circumstances that will never ever be repeated. Right? You will never see this again. These circumstances will just pay-per-view is almost an ancient term, so to speak, and now it's all streaming. And while they do have a quote-unquote pay-per-view right on streaming services, the thing is now almost anybody can get on those, right? Any independent promotion with the right ability, capability, and everything, it's so much easier to pull off something like this, and to pull off something honestly with a better technical quality than Barely Legal was. So it's nothing you'll never repeat. But again, this is just a little short thing. I just wanted to talk just for a moment about it and remind you that it is a 25th anniversary. So go out there, throw on Barely Legal, whether you got an old tape, an old DVD, whether you have a digital copy, whether you're watching it on Peacock, whatever it is, just throw it on. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of ECW's Barely Legal today on April 13th, 2022, and watch it. And until next time, wherever you go and whatever you do, be good, be safe, and always keep it extreme.